to our channel, and as you can see, it's no longer zonal marking. We're now Total Football. We went through a mini rebranding. We changed the logo. We have a new intro now. But now that we're done with that, let's move on to the topic of this video. Today we're going to talk about the Champions League, and we're going to focus on Real Madrid against Inter.
Yeah, the main game of the third round of today was Real Madrid against Inter, and it was a very good game. Real Madrid played at home against Inter. They won 3-2. It was an amazing game, attack after attack. It was fast-flowing football, and the only thing that was missing is the fans. And tournament-wise, for the group that Real Madrid and Inter are, it was a very important game for the both of the teams because both of the teams couldn't win their first two games. Real lost to Shakhtar, and in their second game, they barely won the draw with Borussia Mönchengladbach.
It was tough for Real Madrid in their first two games. Obviously, Shakhtar played really good against them and somehow managed to grab the win. But, weird enough, now that they played against Borussia Mönchengladbach, who also did a really good job against Real Madrid, they got destroyed by them 6-0, and I think it was a great result by Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yeah, today they beat Shakhtar 6-0. But also Inter, they drew against Shakhtar and they drew against Borussia Mönchengladbach. So Mönchengladbach are top of the table now and Shakhtar are second. But let's talk about the game, Real Madrid against Inter. So as we know, Real Madrid is struggling in the right back position. All of their defenders who can actually play as a right back, all of them are out of order. They are injured.
Yeah.
And Lucas Vázquez is now playing as a right back for the last 3 games. He's doing a very good job with that. And the biggest absence was for Inter is that Romelu Lukaku didn't play today. It's a huge miss for Inter because he wins all the balls up front. He helps come out from defense into attack for Inter, and it was a huge miss for Inter. But Inter still, they played good. They had their chances. Yeah, and Sergio Ramos actually scored his 100th goal today, which is incredible as a defender.
And to speak on the right back position, like you mentioned, Vázquez was probably the best pick for Zidane, and just in general, because in my opinion, Vázquez is the perfect player for that position right now because he has the super high amount of energy that Real Madrid needs him to have in order to go up and down the pitch and be a true wing back, not just a natural right back, which is exactly what he is and what he does. And I think he has the perfect crossing ability, playmaking ability. He can connect with the players since he's been at Real Madrid for such a long time. I think he does a perfect job at also being physical when needed, as we saw in the beginning of the game. When he was ready to go around and push players, he was really getting physical with Perisic on the wing. So I think it was really good performance by him.
Yeah, he was also going up front, which he does a very good job since he's a winger. But Real Madrid today, finally Zidane, he played his 3 attacking options, Eden Hazard, Karim Benzema and Marcos Asensio all together for the first time in a while, and it was good. And Barella from Inter, he made a beautiful pass. It was just phenomenal, and Inter then scored. That was the assist for Barella. But then when Real Madrid scored the 3rd goal, Zidane, he made right decisions. But Inter came back, they made it 2-2, but then Zidane made the substitutions. He brought Vinicius and Rodrigo to the pitch, and then Vinicius assisted Rodrigo, and Rodrigo scored the 3rd goal.
Yeah, the 2 Brazilian youngsters, they were really just a breeze of fresh air in that game because, as we saw Kroos, he was trying to do a lot of things, so was Valverde in the first half. They were all trying their best. But what they lacked was kind of the creativity, the Brazilian creativity down both of the wings, which as we know, that's exactly how Real Madrid plays. Down the wings, cross, low cross, and then take long shots in the middle. So we saw them try that, and Rodrigo scored, and also Benzema had a chance, but he was offside, and he had a horrible hit where he hit the ball and then it bounced off and hit his hand. So
yeah, but when Benzema scored his first goal, Hakimi now plays for Inter. He used to play for Real Madrid. Hakimi scored already 3 goals, I think, for Inter this season, and he made a big mistake. He passed it back to his defense, but no one was there, and then Benzema picked up the ball, and then he went around Handanovic, and then he scored. So it was a bad moment for Hakimi. He's used to play for Real Madrid, and then he just passed it back to his old teammate.
Yeah, and you hate to see things like that being maybe a Real Madrid fan, because in a position that we are in right now, we're lacking right backs, and if Hakimi did stay at Real Madrid, he probably would have been the first team right back, or at least fighting for that spot with Carvajal. And who knows how this game would have played out if Hakimi was still at Real Madrid.
Yeah, I mean, but still, even though Hakimi is in Inter right now, as we already said, Vasquez is doing a great job at that position.
Yeah, I was meaning in the sense that if Hakimi was at Real Madrid, maybe that moment would have never happened, and who knows what the score would have ended up being.
And it's very unlucky to see Inter in the last place of this group, because they wasted so many chances in their last game against Shakhtar where they could have won, and they actually scored in the last minutes against Borussia Mönchengladbach, so they also could have lost that game, and Borussia Gladbach could have gone unbeaten in all of their 3 games. When Inter in their last 2 Champions Leagues, when they had in their group Barcelona, PSV, it was their fault because they didn't realize their moments and didn't score their goals.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and for example, in this game, both of the teams created about the same amount of chances. They both took 12 shots. But Real Madrid, they were just more complacent and they just took their chances, which Inter didn't manage to do. For example, when Perisic got a really good through ball, he got the ball and then he ran up in the box. But when he should have taken the shot, he didn't. Instead, he took too long and then he decided to cross it. He had 3 options. Maybe Lautaro Martinez could have made a run to the far post, but even besides that, he decided to cross it to Barella, who isn't really their best guy in the air or, even volleys, but that's what he did, and he did not get a goal or an assist.
Yeah, and Inter, as I said, they didn't have Lukaku, so in attack it was very different. Lautaro was up front by himself, and only Perisic was supporting him up front because Hakimi didn't go so far up front. It was more in the wings. And yeah, as I said, Lukaku was a huge miss for Inter today. And for Real Madrid, we shouldn't be too surprised and worried, because even last year they lost their first game to PSG, and then second game they drew against Brugge, and now this year happened the same thing. They lost and then they drew, but now they beat Inter. So I mean, for Real Madrid fans, they shouldn't be worried a lot, because I think they will make it through the group. And this time, actually, Real Madrid and Inter, they play 2 games in a row, so they have another game in Italy, and this would be very crucial for Inter because they need the win to even have chances to advance to the next round.
Yeah, but that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. And if you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel if you're new. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching.